Magnetic Magic: Exploring the Power of Magnets. Have you ever played with a magnet? They're pretty cool because they have a special power called magnetism. Magnetism is a force that pulls certain materials towards it. Magnets have two ends called poles, a north pole and a south pole. When you bring the north pole of one magnet close to the south pole of another magnet, they attract each other. But if you try to bring two north poles or two south poles together, they push away. This is called repulsion. Magnets can attract certain metals like iron, nickel, and cobalt. That's why they stick to things like fridge doors and metal toys. But magnets aren't just for sticking things together. They also have other cool powers. For example, magnets can make compasses point north. That's because the needle inside a compass is magnetized and aligns itself with Earth's magnetic field. Magnets are used in lots of things we use every day, like electric motors, speakers, and even credit cards. They help make our technology work. That's full of surprises and powers.
Incredible inventors and their amazing creations. Incredible inventors and their awesome creations. First up is Ibn al-Haytham. He was a clever scientist from long ago who discovered many things about light and how it travels. He was a daring inventor who lived over 1,000 years ago. Abbas ibn Firnas built himself wings and tried to fly like a bird. Although he didn't fly very far, he inspired others to dream big and explore new ideas. Now, let's fast forward to more recent times. Gas lamps to light their homes. But thanks to Edison's invention, we can have light with just the flick of a switch. And who can forget about the telephone? Alexander. With the telephone, people could talk to each other from far away, even if they were miles apart. It revolutionized communication and connected people in ways they never imagined. These inventors and their creations have made our world a brighter, more connected place. They remind us that with imagination and perseverance, amazing inventors who made it all possible.
Earthquakes, exploring the shaky world beneath our feet. Have you ever felt the ground shake beneath your feet? That's called an earthquake. Earthquakes are like deep underground. But why do earthquakes happen? Well, deep beneath the Earth's surface, there are big pieces of rock called tectonic plates. Free, it causes a lot of energy to be released. This energy travels through the Earth and makes the ground shake, causing an earthquake. Earthquakes can happen anywhere in the world, but they're most common along the edges of tectonic plates. This is where the plates meet and sometimes collide or slide past each other. During an earthquake, buildings can shake and things might fall over. It can be scary, but there are ways to stay safe, like ducking under a sturdy table or staying away from. Animals can sometimes sense earthquakes before they happen. They might act strangely or try to find a safe place to hide. Scientists in earthquakes is important for keeping people and buildings safe. Scientists use special tools to measure earthquakes and warn people when they might happen. So, the next time you feel the ground shake, remember that you're experiencing the powerful forces of nature deep beneath our feet. It's the shaky world of earthquakes.
The amazing journey of plants, exploring the plant life cycle. Plants are incredible living things that go through a special journey called the plant life cycle. Let's take a closer look at this fascinating process. It all starts with a tiny seed. Seeds come in different shapes and sizes, but they all have one thing in common. They're like tiny packages that contain everything a plant needs to grow. When a seed gets enough water, sunlight, and soil, it starts to sprout. Next comes the seedling stage. This is when the tiny sprout grows its first leaves and starts to look like a small plant. The seed flowers are like nature's way of making new seeds. They attract bees and other insects that help pollinate the flowers, which means transferring pollen from one flower to another. One cycle all over again. But the plant life cycle doesn't stop there. So the next time you see a plant growing, remember the amazing journey it's been through, from a tiny seed to a beautiful flower or a delicious
water in the clouds come together and get heavy enough to fall to the ground. Rain is essential for plants to grow and keeps our rivers and lakes full of water. Next, let's talk about snow. Snowflakes are like tiny ice crystals that form in the clouds when the air is very cold. So important for helping plants and animals survive during the cold winter months. And who doesn't love a good thunderstorm? Thunderstorms happen when wind creates lightning and thunder, along with heavy rain and sometimes even hail. Thunderstorms can be powerful and exciting to watch, but it's essential to stay safe indoors when they happen. Understanding weather patterns helps us prepare for different types of weather and stay safe when they occur. Scientists use special tools like weather satellites and radar. So the next time you see raindrops falling from the sky or snowflakes dancing in the air, remember the science behind these amazing weather phenomena. It's all part of the fascinating world of weather patterns.
The water cycle, nature's amazing water adventure. Did you know that water is always moving around in a big cycle? This heat makes some of the water in rivers, lakes, and oceans evaporate into the air. Evaporation is when water turns into the air when the sun heats it up. The water cycle is important because it helps plants grow, fills up our rivers and lakes, and gives us water to drink.
Animal homes. Exploring where animals live. Animals have special places where they live. These places are called habitats. Just like how you have your home, animals have their own homes too. Animal habitat. For example, animals like bears and squirrels make their homes in forests. They build nests or dens in trees or underground to keep safe and warm. Life. Deserts are home to animals like camels and snakes. They're adapted to live in hot, dry places and have special ways. Protecting animal habitats is important because it helps keep animals safe and healthy. When we take care of their homes, we also help protect the plants and other animals that live there. So, the next time you're out exploring, keep an eye out for animal homes in different habitats. You might be surprised by the amazing creatures you discover.
Ocean adventures, exploring the amazing world of sea creatures. The ocean is like a big, watery world full of creatures big and small. Let's dive in and learn about the fascinating life that lives beneath the waves. First, there are fish. Fish come in all colors and sizes. Some fish, like clownfish, live in colorful coral reefs. Others, like sharks, roam the open ocean. Fish use their fins to swim and their gills to breathe underwater. Then, there are sea turtles. These gentle creatures glide gracefully through the water with their flippers. Sea turtles can live for a long time and travel thousands of miles across the ocean. Don't forget about dolphins and whales. Dolphins leap out of the water and do flips, while whales sing beautiful songs underwater. Plankton and jellyfish. Plankton are like tiny plants and animals that drift with the ocean currents. Jellyfish to catch their prey. The ocean is also home to amazing habitats like coral reefs, where colorful fish dart in and out of hiding spots. Deep sea, where strange creatures like anglerfish and giant squids live in the darkness. Exploring ocean life is like going on an underwater adventure. There's so much to discover and learn. So, the next time you're at the beach, take a moment to appreciate the incredible world beneath the waves.
Exploring volcanoes, a fiery adventure. Do you know what a volcano is? Volcanoes are like big mountains that can sometimes explode. They are special mountains because they can shoot out hot stuff like lava and ash. Inside a volcano, there is something called magma. It comes out and flows down the sides like a river of fire. Volcanoes can be found all around the world. Some are big, some are small. When they erupt, they can make loud noises and send ash and rocks high into the sky. But volcanoes aren't just about explosions. They also create new land. When lava cools down, it turns into rock. Over time, this rock builds up and makes new land. Scientists study volcanoes to learn more about them and to keep people safe. They use special tools to know how active a volcano is and to predict when it might erupt. So, the next time you see a volcano on TV or in a book, remember that it's not just a mountain. It's a fiery adventure waiting to happen.
Understanding floods. Keeping our environment safe. Did you know? Sometimes when it rains a lot, water can fill up the land and cause floods. Floods are when water spreads out and covers areas that are usually dry. Floods can happen near rivers, lakes, or even in cities where there's a lot of concrete and not enough places for the water to go. When floods occur, they can damage homes, roads, and even hurt people and animals. But guess what? We can help prevent floods by taking care of our environment. When we throw trash on the ground, like plastic bags and bottles, it can clog up drains and rivers. This makes it harder for water to flow away when it rains, and it can cause floods. What can we do to keep our environment safe and prevent floods? We can start by not littering and always putting our trash in the right place, like a trash can or recycling bin. We can also plant trees and create green spaces to help absorb rainwater and prevent flooding. By working together and taking care of our environment, we can help keep our communities safe from floods and create a cleaner, healthier planet for everyone to enjoy. Let's do our part to protect our environment and prevent floods.
Let's recycle. Fun facts about recycling. Recycling is like giving things a second chance to be useful. Here are some cool facts about recycling that you might not know. 1. Recycling helps save energy. When we recycle materials like paper, plastic, and glass, we use less energy to make new things. That's because recycling takes less energy than making things from scratch. 2. We can recycle lots of things, from old newspapers and soda cans to cardboard